Trust at the moment. Let's hear from Zach. Zach, that must have pleased you.
Yeah, we're happy. That was great. I can't believe we've never won the Bahrain Grand Prix in the early days when we were winning so many races, but to get this one for the big boss here is awesome. Our guys drove great, so that was well executed.
What was it about Oscar this weekend? Because he dominated. I mean, even from the restart, he disappeared off into the distance and finished 15 seconds clear of George.
I asked him yesterday what he had for breakfast, because I think we all need to have it. So he was just on form. I mean, as he's always on form, but just this weekend, he was just dominant and totally in control. And Lando had a mega race, and just great to walk away with the points.
Damage limitation on Lando's side of the garage, of course, from yesterday's result, but he made it to the podium, and potentially there's still an ongoing investigation with Russell, so it could still be the 1-2 that you promised us before the race.
I don't think I promised, but
you hoped for.
I hoped for. But yeah, it was. I mean, George drove a great race. The Mercedes is clearly very fast, and there was some DRS issue, electronics going on, so. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Unfortunate if, from a sporting perspective, because George drove a great race. But, yeah, very happy.
Lando had a flyer, quite literally. Obviously, he had to serve that penalty for being in front of his grid slot. But what would you have said? I mean, the way he drove this race, how would what marks would you give him out of 10?
Well, you could tell on the first lap he was back. It was a great first lap. Unfortunate with the penalty, but it was deserved. But he did a great job. Team did a great job getting that back, and yeah, he's back to the normal Lando we know.
This is the biggest gap for a victory we've had in 2025. Plus, Lando did a great job coming back. How good do you feel about the position the team is in right now? I think it's 1-2 for the drivers in the Drivers' Championship as well. It's a positive way to leave.
The gap's never big enough, and it wasn't a big gap. We had to run hard. The Mercedes was very quick. The Ferrari was very quick. So we know how quickly things can move in the sport with an upgrade here or there. So a lot of racing left to go, but very proud of the team.
On the evidence of last year, there were a lot of people thinking that it might be Lando who would be miles ahead at this stage. That's not the case. Looks like this is going to be two of your men in with a championship chance. So how are you going to manage that? 3 points between them, as Naomi was saying at the top now. All seems very cordial for the moment.
Yeah, no, they race. They race hard. I'm sure we're going to have some excitement over the year, but they race very cleanly, and they're free to race, as we've discussed. I think we've yet to see that epic battle between the two. I just think that's a matter of time, but they're pulling the whole team forward, and excited.
There's not a lot of time to rest, although I'm sure there'll be great celebrations considering this is a race that you guys consider a home race. But we're going to Saudi next week, so how do you think that's going to fare for you guys? Is it going to be a track that suits you, and what can we expect?
I think we should be strong there. It's a quick track, obviously a street course, so not much room for error there, but we should be good. So we'll do a little debrief now, a little celebrating tonight, and back in business on Monday.
Do you think that you've got a car compared to the rest of the field at the moment that is going to operate well at most tracks? I mean, when we look at your opposition, obviously it was Max last time out in Suzuka, it was George this week. The Ferraris actually had a very, very strong middle stint on the mediums. Do you think it's going to vary from track to track?
I think it will vary track to track. I think we'll be strong everywhere. The Mercedes has been strong everywhere, and the Ferraris been very strong, and then we're only a few races in, so I think including Max, they seem to be off today more than normal, but I think you got to show up every race weekend looking at those top 4 teams, not knowing who's going to be where.
Celebrations tonight?
Yeah, why not?
A few. Okay, appreciate it. Yeah, congratulations to McLaren. 1-3 this evening for them here in Bahrain. Let's go to the Sky Pad.